Hi everyone and welcome to Trades of the Week, and today we're going to speak about something incredible. Well, US has reached its debt ceiling. Now what does that mean? If they reach the debt ceiling, will the market go up or will they go down? Not only that, Genesis, one of the biggest companies when it comes to the crypto market, has filed for bankruptcy. Will we see the rally continue or will we see the market crash? Well, in today's episode, you will find out. Before we dive into it, I do want to just highlight that we have the I Am Insider. So become an insider today by clicking the link below, because we have a free membership for you where you will learn the basics of trading and investing in stocks, the basics in cryptos. You will also get access to the trade of the week in cryptos and the trade of the week in stocks as well. So let's dive into it. So what have happened in the market since last week? Well, there's a lot of things that have happened. Not only have we been stopped out and had a 1% loss on GPC, that's a boo, not fun, but that happens. And we also have a HE, we're a little bit in profit on this one. So currently we are putting our stop loss at break even in case this goes up and would take us out. So stop loss at break even. NABL, we are around break even there, so do your research because you might be able to enter at a better price than we have. And we've actually adding 3 new for this week. But before we get into that, I have some news I do want to share with you. First and foremost, the dollar index, the DXY, we can have a quick look at that as well. The dollar index is just heading lower and there's no stopping it, it seems. So if the DXY keeps going lower, the equities in the stock market will go higher. We're seeing the January effect. When the institutions usually buy back stocks, they load up for the year ahead. And actually, we haven't seen this level of holding cash among institutions in a very long time. But we're seeing that now, and some of them are starting to put money back into the market when it is this low. So as long as we're seeing the DXY go down, we will see the markets head higher. So let's see how that develops. So in the shorter term, we're absolutely a little bit bullish because the expectations are that the DXY will continue to go down from a technical perspective. So what we're seeing currently is lower highs and lower lows. So until we see this start printing higher highs and higher lows, the markets, the equities, the crypto stock market will go higher. And that's the question, will the markets go higher or will it not? Well, in the shorter term, we do believe that is the case. We believe in higher prices in the markets. But in the longer term, there are some news around that as well that might be scaring the market a bit. And that is the US debt ceiling. So the US debt ceiling has reached $31.4 trillion. Now, what's really important with this is that this is 100% of the global, no, not the global, the GDP, the gross domestic product of USA. So generally what that means is they have a lot more debt than they actually have cash in the economy. So now there's 2 options. Well, they need to take extreme measures to make sure they fix the situation. One option is to raise the debt ceiling. But what might happen, this would be the worst case, is they say, yep, we've reached the debt ceiling. We cannot pay any of the government workers, as an example. We cannot pay out pensions. And that would obviously be a disaster for the US economy in itself. Now, in 2011, that's the last time we reached the debt ceiling. And what happened then was that actually the healthcare sector, all the government funded the companies were actually hitting their debt ceiling and dropped by 25% on average. So with that being said, we do believe if this happens again, we might have some really good opportunities in the stock market on the healthcare and the defense sector, because those are 2 government funded industries or sectors. So basically, we believe in the shorter term, we will have a positive effect on the market. Longer term, we might go down. Now, the Fed has also very likely to raise the rates by 0.25% again, which is actually showing a slowdown in inflation, which is good because then more people start to continue to put more money back in the economy. So in the shorter term, we're bullish. And for that reason, we are actually looking at entering ADT. So we have a nice upward trend here. This is ADT Inc., a company we've been in before. And we're putting a long order if it breaks higher from this red candle that we got the other day, or yesterday actually. And the same with AZO as well, the same thing there. AutoZone has also a red candle, but is on the upward trending support here. So also looking very, very good for a long opportunity. And what we do like about this is when we're getting higher highs and higher lows. So you see the highest points are getting higher and higher for each of these increases, which is a really good sign. And then we have BRDG as well, Bridge Investment Corporation Holding. Now, this company here also looks interesting, but as a short. We want to be hedged, and we have a couple of shorts and longs. We're adding a few more now. So this looks interesting. If we get a red candle and the market turns south, then I think this is a good probability that this will go up in value. So that's a little bit about the Buffalo side of things. Now, if we go into the super exciting topic of cryptos, what do we believe will happen with cryptos? Oh boy, we've gone from 16,000 or 17,000 all the way up to 22.9 or 23,000 almost. And that in a short amount of time is a rise of 40%, which is incredible. Now, I believe that we will have a pullback. We do believe that for sure. But even with the news that the Genesis, that they have crashed and burnt really, and they now filed for bankruptcy, that's a big thing. But the crypto market just shrugged it off and pretty much said, look, we don't care. And when that happens, that is a really good sign. And speaking about good signs as well, the crypto regulation is becoming even harder as well. So if we take it back to the SEC, the Security and Exchange Commission, they actually said that the enforced law actions against crypto companies are up 50% since or compared to 2021. So during 2022, they actually had more than 30 cases that they brought down into the crypto space. Now there's different forts here basically. So one of them argues that this is a really good thing, right? More regulation means less scams, which would be good for all of us, which is awesome. The second point is, well, they cannot enforce too much because then people are just going to go decentralized instead. And decentralized just means that they're going to go under the radar. And let's face it, the government likes taxes. So we're not too certain that's going to happen. But we do believe that the market just shrugging off what's happening is a really good sign. Now, looking at Bitcoin, and we look at the one-day chart, I just want to show you one thing here. So looking at the indicator, the RSI, that's just an indicator. But when something goes up in the short amount of time above 70, which we see down here, it's usually oversold. And looking back in history, what you will see when we reach these levels is that we do see a slighter pullback in the market. So we do think that is really probable that that will happen once again. So we will yet to see if that happens. But a really bullish sign here is if we look on the weekly candles, we can see that we have actually recovered. And this is really significant because ever since this time here, we've just been creating lower highs, lower lows. It's been really boring, had a big movement down. We kind of bottomed out and now we're heading up. So probabilities are we will start to create something like this. And I think it's very probable that we'll head up to maybe 25, 30, 35 and 40K. So we are absolutely bullish on the market, at least in the shorter term, especially since it's just shrugged off the bad news that have been coming as well. But that being said, in the shorter term though, don't be surprised if it either just continues higher or it actually goes down first, maybe testing the 20,000 mark, and then keeps heading higher after that. Just a small cool down before a higher price. Now, there are a couple of things I do want to mention here. Now, there's a couple of both stocks and cryptos we are looking at, but crypto-wise, one crypto that we are a little bit hesitant about at the moment, which is kind of bad, is DYDX. We're doing a lot of research on this at the moment, but DYDX is inflationary, which means that they have a very high inflation. So that means that they should actually go down in value over time. You see it in the same way and light as you're looking at the US dollar. The more they print, the less value the US dollar has. Might be the same for DYDX. And a crypto that we're really looking closely at is Atom. So I'm going to bring that up here for you. So Atom is currently down Not that much, right? But well, I mean, everything is relative. It's down 75% from its high. Now, Atom are building a ginormous ecosystem, which is really cool, a bit similar to Ethereum, but with focus on interoperability as well, which a lot of people think are going to be big. So one thing we can look at with cryptos is how well are the developers working. And during 2022, it's been off the charts when we looked at Atom. And then I want to highlight Binance Coin as well. So Binance Coin is down 52% from its high. And Binance Coin, they have actually, which is really interesting, they have actually survived really well, right? Binance is stronger than ever. FTX went under, many other exchanges as well. But Binance has kept really strong, and Binance Coin is obviously their coin as well. Now, this is one that has been really strong throughout the bull market, but we'll see how well that holds up. And even the bear market, it's been strong. So as long as you believe in Binance, as long as you do your research, that's another one that we think will really perform well. Now, just remember, these are no recommendations whatsoever. This is just what we are looking at, what we're doing. But do your research, that is really important. And last thing as well I want to mention is this. When it comes to stocks, we are definitely looking at, if we're looking at good stocks to be buying, we are looking at the defense sector. So when it comes to a crypto that we're looking at maybe not investing into is the growth market, and that would be Beyond Meat as an example. I think if the market goes up, Beyond Meat will absolutely continue to rise. It's down 88% from its high. I believe if the market continues higher, Beyond Meat will do so as well. But a few reasons that we are not going to look to reinvest in. We're going to go with Beyond Meat until we're at break even. Then we're going to take or sell it. Because Beyond Meat, Deloitte has kind of put a grim picture on this. They're saying that the plant-based meat industry, that the consumers are turning away from it according to their research. And not only that, Beyond Meat, the leading company in this industry, had a net negative gross margin, a net loss of 101 million, which is quite a lot, and free cash flow of 330 million through the first 9 months of 2022. So they need to do a lot of cutting costs, etc., but that is just the same as many other companies. But if Deloitte is right and the plant-based food industry continue to go down, consumers turning away from it, then of course they will be in trouble unless they innovate. Now, what do you think? Comment below. Where do you see the markets heading? Do you think the plant-based industry is going down, or what are your thoughts on it? That would be interesting to hear. But when we look at I want to dive into VCAs as well, but in essence, if we have a look at the crypto space, we believe a short pullback is possible, but then higher prices. This is what we're waiting for, and this is why it's so important to invest all the way down following the strategies, because you just never know when the market's going to turn. The most dangerous thing you can say, one of them is, I think it's going to go lower, because you don't know. That's the essence of this. So a lot of people have said, you're just going to have a short pullback, then we're going to go down, then we're going to go down, then we're going to go down. I'm going to buy when Bitcoin reaches $10,000. But here we are. And Bitcoin is at 23, maybe at 30,000 soon. So I wouldn't just get in now, just follow the strategies. And you can even do DCA, dollar cost averaging, putting in a small amount every single month as an example. Now, the last thing I want to mention is the VCAs. So if we have a look at the VCAs, we have CRM, which is Salesforce. That's a good company to be looking at. So if Beyond Meat was a bad one, well, CRM is really good. We looked at this the other day. We are around break even. We've been in this is minus 19%, currently around minus 49%. Could be a good one to look at, because CRM is a company that's growing rapidly. They have really good numbers, really good return on investment, great earnings, and more people are using the Salesforce ecosystem and the CRM system. So really, really good. Thumbs up for CRM, I would say as well. But looking at our portfolio here, what you can see is that Nike, we have the stop loss at 15%. It keeps going up, so let's keep raising that stop loss, baby. Will be awesome. And then we also have silver. We've taken 15% on that yesterday, dipped down, and then went straight back up. So that's the game, right? That's what happens when we raise the stop loss. We will be triggered out at some point. So 15%, we'll take it. So that's a moo as well. So that is awesome. And last but by no means the least, we talked about the defense sector. So currently we're looking at Lockheed Martin Corporation, which is one of the leading defense companies in the US. So if the defense market now gets to tumble a bit because of the debt ceiling, we think this could be a great opportunity at minus 20% for the first entry. So want to put a limit order on if you agree with what we're saying there. So that is really what we are looking at when it comes to the VCAs as well. Other than that, it's a great start of 2023. We believe it might continue for a couple of months. So then it will leave us enough time to take profits. And then if there comes another wave and leg down, then we can get in again. Let's dive into the results. So 24th of January, we are minus 1% on the Buffalo. Boo! So 68.2% on the portfolio. The VCA plus 15%. So 2,121% profit. That's 15%. So, but nothing with cryptos, but we're getting closer. BNB is up roughly 35% from our average price, which is awesome. So over the next couple of months, we believe we're going to take quite a bit of profit in cryptos as well. So if you enjoy these videos, comment below, let us know your thoughts. And not only that, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and press that alarm bell so you get notifications for when we get and post a new video as well. So from myself, the whole team at Investment Mastery, we wish you a great trading week, and we cannot wait to see you in the next version of Trades of the Week.